Hello everybody, welcome to my stream, video, whatever you're watching, welcome to Uganda. We're gonna play the Encased, cool RPG. Unfortunately I had some kind of problems, so I didn't make too many videos in the last 2 weeks, or streams or whatever. I never had to plan to do so. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna post a Twitter message. Maybe somebody not. I'm unable to do anything. So let's go with this sci-fi. Oh, it's a fun name. Let's go with the Mardax. Classic. Allow crash reports to be sent to developers so they can make the game better. Yeah, why not? Oh, please give me a second. I need to check one thing. Check one thing. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I had over 1 week. Make so anything about the game, but whatever. Wait a minute. Oh, you see my window. Yeah, never mind. Let's go to new game. Now, story. The most simple and relaxing mode for like complexity and play for the sake of the plot. I like it, but I wanna some kinda challenge. I got self-message that I'm streaming from YouTube. Journey. Made difficulty mode for this who wants to focus on the game world. Yep, hard mode for this who playing time. I think I'm gonna go this one. Journey. Let's start our journey because we are travelers through indie games world. So let's go with the journey. As the tactics, very challenging mode for this wants to tear this. Okay, I don't care about this. Go with the journey.
1971. We woke up in a different world, where the Cold War ended along with the Vietnam carnage. All because of the Dome. The Dome. A territory full of anomalous artifacts, phenomena, and organisms. We still don't know what it is. An alien city? Some kind of a testing ground or storage? Whatever it is, no living thing trapped under the Dome can escape it. Yet even this did not stop the research. The major powers created the Cronus Mega Corporation to develop and explore the Dome. Its secrets became a lucrative business. The Spires station was built on top of the Dome to export the artifacts and import supplies and personnel. The city of Crystal Sands grew at the foot of the Dome, eventually becoming a major transportation hub. All this required thousands of employees, and there was no shortage of candidates. Romantics, pragmatists, and adventurers of all trades swarmed recruiting centers around the globe, seeking jobs at Cronus. You were one of those people. In 1976, your application was approved, and you went under the Dome towards the future. Whether a good one or a bad one, only time will tell.
Shit happened. Okay. Be smaller for the future purpose. I'm too big. It's be better. Oh, so now my face here. You can see now we can build our character. There's few. Oh, there's few of them recreated already. There's Hadrakulagina. Okay. Okay. Add character. Oh. Welcome to the character screen where you will create protagonists to plunge you into adventure. We choose the name for your character, so the wing in which they work, portrait, and adjust physical appearance. Okay, go away. So, for example, you know, Boris Britivin. You have light weapons. There's like a few type of faces. Can I choose maybe? I don't know if there's option to change it later somehow. Good. We're gonna go to this one. This seems to be cool guy. So I did character. Oh, there is option. Oh. Let's be. There is option to change the character appearance. Okay, let's be. What similar to me? Let's keep with this guy. We have it friendly. Why not? Then, Rufus Cooper. I don't know. Let's call him Mad Roll. Why not? Why not? Age. I am too old. I'm older. Body tape. Man. Woman. Man. Oh, okay. Head type. So even if you have portrait, you still can change head type. Okay. In Asian, Caucasian. Pink. Pink. That'll be cool. Yeah. Hair color. With the portrait to be similar. First. But like a slightly mustache. Slightly one. There is no. Yes, okay, let's go this one. Heat color. Never mind. Maybe for the beard. Oh, okay. Now, Silver Ring. Determine the first priority out of 1,000. Find experts who can choose out the best solution to every problem. Equip workers with the right tools and ship the materials where they go. Every base built and every edition is testament to hard work and deep wisdom of Silver Wing managers. Black Wings. They are fighters. Like engineers? No, the charisma, so they kind of fighters. Weapons and equipment. The employees of Black Wings protect humanity from the myriad hazard of the dome. Okay. Orange Wing. Represent a second chance, especially this make amends for crimes. Who is like ex-criminal. Criminal. White Wing. Often, but it gains deftness. Oh, so like a rogue or something. Priest, I suppose. White Wing. Said that the times of great war has not passed. Okay. Blue Wing. The dome laid dormant for centuries and came to life only with the arrival of people today. The region. Blah blah. Blah. Guts. Stamina and overall health. Affects hit points, regeneration, and combines defense class, fortitude, melee weapons, skills, and survival skills. You know what? I'm gonna stick with the wing. Charisma. Authority. Terra. points, accurate close cutter damage, heavy weapons, hand to hand, melee weapons, and tech skill. As far as skill. Okay, let's go with this one. Attributes. Don't have points to spend. Abilities, traits. Okay, let's start the game. Why not? You must select 3 tech skills. 3 tech skills. Tech skills. I don't know what gonna be needed. Let's choose light weapon, definitely. Contrips. High score in the skill means you're less likely to step into a bear trap or and a gadget or weapons. Okay. This combat. Okay. Gonna be focusing on light weapons, but in this one on our survival. Hard to skill for the long life. Ability to assess danger and avoid useful both in the wild or desert. There is catacombs of the fathers. Science, I'm thinking tech. Brains per muscle. So this one. Why not? I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm some doing. Slow poke. No, I don't want to slow. Touching AP. Number of action with which start the battle. Gun fanatic and Asian one. Survivor. Wait a minute. Dark Lord. Seeker. Experience plus 50% with health less than or equal to 55 experience. Oh, okay. We'll see. Vision. Prodigy. No, definitely not. Starting action points and action points. Servo shell. Starting action point. No servo. I'm not quite sure what is cool and what is not. Question. I'm worried. Intuitive late weapons. Accelerated. Oh, what? Okay, now let's go. Let's go to slowpoke. Okay. Whatever. Tomorrow, start the game. Start the game. I know the job. I wanna start playing this multi game. New events. Like a lot of these events. Yeah, I wrote my last name with the with the mistake. I should be on the center of the screen and pause. Maybe. Oh, smart. I'm so smart. What am I supposed to do?
A man with a mustache and a blue jumpsuit is standing at the window, studying the construction site below through the occasional break in the clouds. His badge reads Igor Patan, planner. The blue taps on the glass with one finger and gestures you to come and take a look. Seems like he doesn't speak English.
Oh, cool. Moko Kimura.
A thin, pale young woman is sitting at the window, leaning against the illuminator. The glass is slightly fogged with her breath. She turns to you. Her shiny badge reads Tomoko Kimura, physiologist.
We've crossed the border. No way back now. Even traveling by the funicular wasn't so thrilling.
The white presses small hands to her blushing cheeks.
You were thinking, why have no children been born under the dome? I've got a working hypothesis, but I'm not ready to share it yet.
She says softly, as if answering a question you didn't ask.
We can use the perception. Mura, if she dark stain on dome.
Kimura peers through the glass in the direction you indicate.
Oh, that's the aircraft that crashed into the dome during the first expedition. I believe that's a wing fragment, and there's some white canvas. What do you think that is? Maybe a parachute?
The white shakes her head, bewildered.
I just can't believe it. It's all true. We're on our way to meet the future.
Kimura shoots you a surprised look.
You're familiar with the details of the briefing, right? To put it simply, the dome is a selectively permeable environment.
The white draws an
No,
invisible
we don't have science
hemisphere
pretty.
in the air.
Okay, wonder, but
Inorganic objects may exit the dome without difficulty, but any living creature dies if transported back to the outside world. That's why we're all stuck here for an indefinite period of time.
to be honest, trust me, it's really cool that they have voice acting. Like it. Very good. Very good. Very good. High skillable. High cool. High whatever.
Kimura is eyeing the dome's mesh, glittering in the sunlight.
Supposedly, it's something to do with the atmospheric composition, but it's a weak theory. The difference of the air within the dome is so insignificant as to fall within the margin of error. Or to put it more simply, there is
To be honest,
no
the game has like a UI style similar kind a little bit to Fallout, because we have like Chatomatic and other stuff like this. So, I like it.
She shoots a quick glance at the silver and lowers her voice.
I heard a rumor, or a conspiracy theory, that we can leave the dome at any time. We've simply been told we can't. If you ever decide to test this hypothesis, don't forget to leave me something in your will.
Okay.
Stopping by the door's porthole, you watch as
Oh.
the ground slowly approaches. It looks brown-black through the tinted glass and smoky blue at the horizon. It almost seems like the clouds are pulling apart there. Your eye is drawn to the cluttered eastern section of the dome, where you see a block of warehouses and something resembling an observation deck. The real dome doesn't resemble its image from the ads at all. There are no snow-white cities or vast highways to be seen here. Looking more closely, you can make out a single, lonely road leading north. A few sheds, a radar installation, and the glittering antenna of a radio tower emerge from the mists. Yes, engineers will have plenty of work here.
For sure.
Just as you're about to move away from the window, you notice a whirlwind beginning to form above the ochre plain. The gathering storm drifts unhurriedly above the desert, a crown of green lightning flashing at its core. Clearly no ordinary weather phenomenon. It must be one of those anomalies. You freeze by the window, unable to avert your gaze.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. If you are willing to check this game by yourself, there is a link in the description. So, and go to the Steam page, buy the game. Turn up on the tiptoes and try to make out building down below now. Stay where you are. Try to see for feathers for feather structure. At the window. You can also speak with other people, like Monty James.
A guy wearing thick spectacles thrusts out a
He's from
sweaty
Silverwing.
hand.
Monty James, Silverwing.
He glances down at your badge.
Ah, it's you. I found your file extremely interesting, and your CV wonderful. Inspiring, really. When I had the opportunity to look over the files of my future colleagues, I couldn't resist. I don't want to sound boastful, but silver level clearance has its advantages.
Monty winks.
Okay. Ask him what he serves.
Monty makes a ring with his thumb and forefinger.
You were number 63,784 on the waiting list, but you were lucky enough to get into the dome after only 16 months. Besides that, zero, nada, absolutely nothing. You're a dark horse for both the Foundation and myself. How exactly did you end up in this wing?
Tell him you're a good mechanic. Computers, monitor, logic coming, Wi-Fi, finding a place. Okay, let's
James
just.
smiles condescendingly.
Yeah, my little schoolboy nephew's the same. He loves all those bizarre space travelers, like Captain, what's his name? Hyena? Or Hound? No matter. You two would get along well.
An uncomfortable silence rises between you, and Monty abruptly changes the subject. He taps the narrow illuminator panel with one finger.
Look, there's a storm rising. The lightning is strange. Green. Should lightning be green? This is my first sandstorm.
Oh, amazing. We finished speaking with him.
The orange is dressed in a new jumpsuit. The shiny badge on his chest reads Quentin Bisley.
Quentin.
Laborer. He's side-eyeing the screen skeptically. Despite his tired, grim expression, his gaze is open and friendly. However, the general impression is unmistakable. There's something frightening about Bisley.
Ask him if he ended up in prison. Oh, yeah, because orange guys are from the prisons. Ask him about the prison.
Quentin raises his hands to examine the devices.
They call them humane handcuffs. How about that? Truth is, there ain't nothing humane about them. They zap you real hard the moment you get your hands on a gun. But they sure look nice.
Bisley lowers his hands again and smirks. The orange's face stretches into a broad smile, baring his dentures to the world.
Like everyone, duh. In a black car, under guard. There's other guys too, the ones who go through the front door.
He nods at the black-winged woman beside him. Her nose wrinkles in displeasure, but she says nothing.
Okay, let's speak with her. Also.
A tall woman is watching an ad playing on the monitor, arms crossed. The polished-to-a-shine badge on her black overalls reads, Elsa Olafson, Security Service. She glances at you and offers her hand in a businesslike manner.
Greetings. Please take all necessary precautions. By that I mean, don't turn your back on him.
Elsa nods at the orange.
I just follow orders. Even if his crime was embezzlement, I have to keep him cuffed. Those are the rules.
Olafson shrugs in a sharp, mechanical way, as if racking the slide of an assault rifle.
Our friends from the administration didn't deign to inform me about this man's record. Could be I'm escorting a serial killer. It's corporate policy, you know.
She gives the silver a vengeful look.
Okay. So I think this is the finish of the speaking with anybody. Guess what?
You
Just
return to
monitor.
the window.
No, stare at the window and
world
watch
is
the window.
spinning slowly, and the outlines of the landing site, blurred by clouds of dust, appear behind the greenish glass of the porthole. The capsule shudders as the braking devices engage.
Okay. Okay. Let's play the game. Quite funny. So we're gonna do more streams. Incrustation. And I really like that characters have a voice action to acting. So yeah, this is cool. Like it. Let's speak with this guy.
Come here. Come on now, or you'll miss everything.
A cheerful man in a white lab coat grabs you by the sleeve. A badge reading Ludovico Nuzzi, scientific analyst, export department, dangles loosely on his clean uniform, which still smells pungently of washing powder.
Look over there.
He points upward with a sharp, wide gesture and hands you his field binoculars.
I look what he's pointing.
You raise the binoculars to your eyes. Under fourfold magnification, the whirling cloud above the rust-colored plains looks even stranger. Its core glows with flickering green light and flashes rhythmically, and that rhythm seems to form a complicated pattern. Nuzzi bends close to your ear.
Fascinating. Do you want me to bring some filters? If we intercept the red and blue spectrums, we'll see something amazing. It's like a signal, some kind of message.
Now, let's choose this one. We have this option, so why not?
Without tearing your gaze away from the binoculars, you turn around slowly, studying the dome's horizon. It's somewhat unexpected that the dome looks horribly empty. Your eyes find some construction pits dug directly in the sand, and concrete blocks laid beside them. There are almost no roads, or not sealed ones. Only one highway with yellow surface marking stretches among the sand drifts.
Asking what?
The scientist looks blankly at you, then down at his lab coat.
Ah, this? This?
He lets out a blaring laugh. Ludovico points at the building behind him.
I work in Concord Station, categorizing relics. My job is to classify them by rarity. Then the blues package them, silvers issue the documentation, and oranges move them to the cargo capsule. Just like the one you arrived in.
Nuzzi points upward.
Then the capsule takes the relics way up there, all the way to the spire, then to Crystal Sands by the funicular. They get auctioned off and turned into money. It's not like I endorse this, but we all like ourselves a good paycheck, right?
He always the money.
He offers you his binoculars once again.
Do you want to have a look at the spire? It's amazing. But then you can look at the spire anytime. Now that sandstorm, that's what's truly amazing.
I need to go.
As he looks from you to the capsule and to the landing terminal entrance. He flings his arms up.
Oh, mi scusi. Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Mi scusi.
Better get going or you'll be late for check-in. Your colleagues are already inside, and the storm is growing stronger. Yeah, the storm is growing stronger.
The white mutters in fascination, eyes glued to his binoculars, which is fixed on the spinning whirl of clouds.
Okay. We blocked. Why? Plenty of people talking. At least kinda mysterious. RPG, we're gonna fight, we're gonna have to survive. But for now we are in good place, like doing nice. Special location dated source. The young blue is studying a virus. Bundle virus is hanging from a box nearby. A strong yet cheap cigarette. Tiny badge says UNU Engineer.
I'm listening.
Oh, so there's voice acting, but not narrative anymore. At least not in the like not important dialogues. Think. Oh, it's not important dialogues. There's no voice acting too. Okay. Can understand. I'm trying to calculate the optimal route of telecommunication cables. The cables connect the entire dome, but they're from a hub run to the spire. Cables only thing connecting dome to station and happen to break. Therefore, my mission is to ensure a stable connection and a secure line. Impossible without proper documentation. way they are doing it here is a shame. Person could do the time for the back where I'm from. Blowing. Mollify him. Arrived here. Keep the local infrastructure falling apart. And regards with your respect. Put the communicator away in his pocket and point on the pound of cables. Look at shady work. First, the wires aren't shielded. Second, the signal is fading. Third, clearly this was done in a full rush. I wonder how much of a rush there was to finish this. Such how to spell it? Negligence acceptable, but I am not surprised. This is a predictable result of using forced orange wing labor. Have any question for me? I asked him about the, Concord. Now, so you've learned everything you wanted to know. Won't bother him anymore. Thank you for understanding. I'm not used to getting distracted and sloppy, especially on such a problem.
Bye-bye.
Your job. Do your job. Great. Vega drinks vending machine. Monty.
Mr. Rayhead, would you bring me a cup of coffee, please? Colleague? Well, never mind.
He's talking to himself. Never mind. Let's speak with this guy here.
Hello, come up to the desk, please.
A tall receptionist watches you from behind his desk with a bored, haughty look. He waves impatiently at you to approach. The employee glances at you indifferently. His upper lip is ever so slightly curled in contempt.
All new employees must register first thing. Come up to the desk, please.
The nameplate on the desk tells you you're talking with Dean Rayhead, administrator. The administrator slaps himself on the forehead.
Ah, I almost forgot the regulation pre-registration greeting. Just a second.
Rayhead produces a reel-to-reel tape recorder from beneath the desk, rewinds the tape to the beginning, and presses play. The speakers explode with a harsh, crackling sound, over which the tick-tick of a metronome slowly grows louder. Solemn music begins to play, and the administrator's face takes on a serious expression.
Dear employee, on behalf of the Cronus Foundation, I, Administrator Dean Rayhead, welcome you to your new life under the dome.
The administrator clears his throat and continues.
By joining our company, you choose the path of science and progress. You are among mankind's best, and we ask that you live up to this.
Dean squints down at the monitor.
Deserve this title. Do your job honestly. Obey the law. Respect your colleagues and...
The music fades, and the administrator finishes his speech.
And together we will build the best possible future for all mankind.
Dean puts the tape recorder away.
Now that we're done with the official greeting, I'll register you and upgrade your Selectron. Okay?
You're ready to begin the registration? Yeah, I'm ready.
Dean's hands hover over the keyboard. He gives you a nod.
Hit your name, pass him a note to put out your information in advance. Enter the data into the terminal on your own. Dictate.
You spell out your first and last names and specify your wing, profession, and test results. The administrator's fingers fly across the keyboard as he enters your information into the Cronus database. Rayhead scans the computer screen.
So your position in the waiting list was 63,784. You've been assigned to Magellan Station. A special bus will bring you there after a series of briefings. Please pass me your Selectron so I can update the firmware.
Dean snaps the docking port of your pass to a recess in the casing of his computer. The administrator returns your Selectron.
Now you have first-level clearance for a Blue Wing employee. You have access to storage, the repair bays, and various workshops. Your Selectron also has a built-in universal key that opens the hatches accessing the air shafts.
Dean continues.
All new employees have a short list of tasks to perform on arrival. Do you want to hear all the details, or just the short version?
Okay, detailed.
Rayhead nods and points at the ceiling.
First, you need a set of combat gear. Talk to Sidney Maynard, he'll give you everything.
Okay. Maynard.
Dean extends his second finger.
Second, weapons. Ms. Margarita Takachenko is the clerk at the armory. After she dispenses your firearm, you'll need to head to the training zone for a brief weapons handling exam.
The administrator straightens his third finger.
According to the latest regulations, all employees must attend a briefing on psi abilities. Apply to instructor Andriy Mihai.
Dean extends his fourth finger and looks at you meaningfully.
Did I tell you about the combat and tactical training? The fourth step is to visit instructor Winston Botherby.
Okay.
And finally, science is the overarching purpose behind everything we do here. Go to Professor Van Alden to learn how to study relics, avoid anomalies, and catalog scientific knowledge. This training is mandatory for all wings, not just White.
Dean catches himself.
Oh, and when you're done with your trainings, proceed to the waiting room. From there, you'll travel to Magellan by bus.
Okay.
The administrator looks up at you again.
That is all.
He reaches for the tape recorder, but thinks better of it.
Protocol calls for a little welcoming preamble, but dash it all, that's nonsense. Welcome to Concord Station.
As he's about to turn away, Dean suddenly remembers something.
Oh yes, I sent your mail to your Kairos. Check your new messages. Well, that's all, I think.
Thank you, Dean. Ah, myself, not game. Yes, it's better. Like all messages here, information about dialogues, other stuff. So, quests. Come over to Concord, main quest. Step 1, step 2, Sydney Maynard. Okay, so let's say message, acquire the uniform, acquire the main suspense, get some kind of things. Okay, start tracking this one, so currently we are good to go. There's a reputation points, we have 50 plus because of the bluing. Respect. Hello, cousin, how are you doing? How are you doing? Do now inventory. Oh, it's like a Fallout. Fallout. Huh. Not that easy. But we have plenty of space. And carry weight around like 180 kilograms. Pounds. Whatever. But you have to find somehow survive all the everything. So, let's go.
Kronos Corporation reminds you, please use a public terminal to access your account. Thank you.
And I'm using my access and login user. You enter the login and password, the blinking blue cursor freezes for a moment, and the system loads their usage. Hey, user page. Oh, okay, main menu. Greetings employee, press enter command to select option. Download your personal mail to Heroes or news, check your status. Oh, we can't do this. Can't download. Hey. But we take the news. A mishmash of symbols fill the screen. Take a look, your characters represents a photo. The image depicts a flaming ball floating above a laboratory workbench. The figures stand behind it, scientists presumably, but you cannot make faces. Log out. Go away. I woke up 5 minutes ago. I was supposed to edit a movie this morning. Oh! You have to do it. Important. I forgot that I have to do stream, so I started the stream when I was ready. Because I got information that I have to make coverage of the game. Because I received it for free. And I had to. Too long. Because I get it like over 1 week ago. Because of the problems in personal space and also work, I was more consumed by it. By the problems done. Done. Playing the games. Okay, we have to speak with him. Also, Anna Leroy. Hero Jenkins, okay. Threat withdrawal, okay. Gives generous promises, okay. Yeah, let's pick with him. Hey, dude.
Behind the storage counter, you see a small, neat guy. His gingery hair shines with something like brilliantine. His badge says, Sidney Maynard, storekeeper. The silver perks up at your approach. A thick logbook appears at once from under the counter. Sidney puts on thick glasses that seem to age him 5 decades in an instant and studies the lined pages. The silver finally stops and pins down a particular page with his finger.
This is your first uniform requisition, right? You can also purchase any equipment you need for the desert directly from me.
Maynard adjusts
Give
his
me
glasses in a businesslike manner.
And before I give you the uniform, please listen to these short instructions.
Okay.
Sidney fiddles with his hairstyle.
So, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Life under the dome can be dangerous. You may get shot, spill acid on yourself, get electrocuted, or suffer the effects of a dangerous anomaly. You may also freeze to death or get fried. That's why it's important to wear protective equipment when traveling outdoors. Of course, in hazardous situations, the equipment will get damaged, and the more it's damaged, the more often one has to repair it.
The silver steps back from his counter to indicate the repair kit boxes piled in the back of the warehouse. He points back at the shelves behind him.
We've got repair kits for this gear. There are Blue Wing specialists ready to help you at any large base, of course, but they're not always available. So, you'd better learn how to use repair kits and workbenches on your own.
We are Blue Wings.
Skill.
Sidney rests the logbook on the desk.
That's all the instructions. Now, I'm going to issue your uniform.
The silver disappears into the back for a while and returns with a smile.
I love that they have the voice acting. Cool.
Unfolding the package, Maynard shows you a brand spanking new uniform.
Thank
Sidney
you.
half unfolds the clothes. A jacket, high boots, and turnip pants with patch pockets.
The technician's uniform screams function over fashion. Parts of the uniform are rubberized to protect you while working with electricity.
He raises a finger.
One more important thing. In accordance with Order 16-225, helmets and gloves are not issued, but they're available for purchase from me. Please bear in mind that a full set includes headgear or a mask, jacket, trousers, gloves, and boots.
Okay, so we can buy.
Sidney hands you the package.
Here's your uniform.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
We just need to see what we have for sale. We have to
Sidney
check it.
adjusts his glasses.
Definitely.
Sure, I'll show you what we've got. You know, we're pretty well stocked here in Concord. Take a look.
Nani?
Sidney scribbles something in his logbook.
Please
Yeah,
come
40
back
bucks.
anytime if you need something.
Gloves cost 150. Oh. Oh. Ew. We are too poor. We are too poor. What? We are gloves? We are glasses, whatever. We are too poor. Unfortunately, I'm poor. So we can't buy right now. Inventory. Put the stuff here. Now I look much better. Okay, let's go further.
Katarzyna, did you mark it as class 1 again?
Katarzyna, what?
Here's the scanner data. It says the relic is a scientific device.
That's this Katarzyna.
Still class 1. I'm not going to violate protocol.
Katarzyna, my dear, you may violate protocol as long as it benefits the company. Take your lead from your colleagues. Correct
Katarzyna.
if you have to, and don't act so innocent. Vladimir,
Catherine.
how do we
Be honest.
Class 2 fragile. Tell Noyan the relic should go out with today's flight.
Katarzyna. English. Oh, you can change it. Oh. Input graphic sound. Voice master volume, okay. Make it better. Why not?
Think about it. Class 2 relic.
Go here or not? something shady here, I suppose. Am I supposed to got another part? We are here. Sydney Maynard, okay. Adolf Schmidt. Neil Randall. The Ravers, okay. Austin von Leyden. Baronies. Here we have to go. Here we have to go. And here we have to go. How I'm supposed to go there? Of course I'm an idiot. Doors here. Let's speak with Margarita. Hello.
The smell of good tobacco wafts off this tall, portly woman from a meter away. A black lacquered pipe, an open logbook full of signatures, and a metal flip calendar sit on the counter in front of her. A small nameplate reads, Margarita Tkachenko. The woman fixes her coppery hair with one hand and casually lights her pipe.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Her voice shelves. A couple of minutes later, Tkachenko returns holding a small pistol. She puts the gun on the counter and strokes the Bakelite grip with a strange affection.
Pistols are good. Not for everyone. One needs a special skill set.
The black draws the slide with a snap, pops out the magazine with an almost imperceptible movement.
Tkachenko declared, this is my turf. What the fuck? Okay, good. Sling it over your shoulder. We are no good with light weapons and nothing else. No, active the firearm, okay.
Margarita drags on her pipe and releases a puff of thick yellow smoke.
I see you know the rules and won't cause problems.
Yeah.
The armorer shrugs, puffing indifferently on her pipe.
It's the least I could do. We have a requisition list from the Silvers. For free, you receive only rubbish. If you want the real deal, check out the weaponry shop. Or me.
Leaning over the counter, the black points somewhere off to one side.
Now it's time for your training. Fatherby is already waiting for you by the big gate. He's a bit dotty, but a good man nonetheless. But before the training zone, go see that wizard guy with his toothpicks. Be careful around him, though. Don't let him pitch you a line. Psychic my ass.
She winces in disgust.
Game okay.
A lean Silver with thick black hair and a huge cigar clamped in his teeth is sitting in front of you.
Attention.
As you approach, he flashes a sly grin and slowly raises an outstretched hand above the table. Something really weird happens. All the paper clips, pencils, scattered toothpicks, and bits of trash float up from the table and hang in the air. The silver badge reading Andrei Mihai, Science Instructor, floats up as well.
One skeptical, you are portal tricks. Aha!
The silver trills with laughter. He approves of your reaction. The objects fall back to the tabletop with a light clatter.
Here for the briefing, huh? Shall we get to it?
He takes the cigar out of his mouth and exhales a lush cloud of smoke.
Ready for the ionic briefing.
The silver
Give me that.
his elbows on the table.
Anyway, here's the deal. It's more profitable for people with a high psyche to study psionics. Give me your hand.
Not waiting for an answer, he grabs your hand with strong, dark fingers. Andrei gropes your hand with an expression of fierce concentration.
So, do you practice? Bells, bulbs, brushing mugs off the table, huh?
The silver takes a thin glove covered in talc from his desk and passes it to you.
Look, a glove, right? But it isn't just a glove. This is an ooh mama, hold me tight glove. It takes energy from your noggin, your psyche, and pew, concentrates it.
He counts off on his fingers.
Learn psionics. Put on the glove. Transform energy into the necessary shape. That's the whole briefing. Simple? Simple. Now to your questions, huh?
Ask him to show you a trick.
In reply, Andre jumps up from his armchair and thrusts his face close to yours, exhaling foul cigar smoke.
Quickly, think of a number, huh?
The unexpected question calls a bunch of different numbers to mind, but you can't seem to decide on one. The silver looks into your eyes.
3, 14, 13, 76.
He easily names every number you've got in mind.
Okay. Okay. Creepy. Ask him to light up something.
The silver takes a pull at his cigar and releases a self-important puff of smoke.
Psionics. It's a gift for all of us. The forefathers took off someplace. Poof, gone. Only the dome remains. And this. Psionics, huh?
He rocks back in his armchair, puffing on his
Creepy.
cigar.
Creepy like hell.
The toothpicks again slowly rise up from the table. Mihai spreads his dark hands. Toothpicks hover around his head in a kind of halo.
Scientists say everyone has an organic skill called psyche. You have it, I have it, everyone has it, huh? Big psyche, you got talents. Small psyche, no talents. You'll need to carry a lighter all your life.
Okay. Eve, goodbye.
I'll complain to the Silvers about that idiot. They'll take the appropriate measures. I hate those oranges. What the hell do they break locks?
As you reach to open the sliding door, an engineer in a bright blue jacket stops you.
Hold on there, Chief. It's out of order. See? You're a newcomer, right? It's a straight-up open house here today.
He offers you his hand. According to his badge, this is Maxim Penkovsky, technician. The technician slaps the door with one hand.
You have to wait until I'm done. Some orange jammed up the lock with chewing gum just for a laugh. They're like animals, those oranges, marking their territory. If you ask me, they're too gracious about those bastards in Crystal Sands.
Penkovsky chuckles.
Looks like you don't get it. Tons of relics pass through Concord. The base is laid out to make everyone walk a single route, with the top level as separate as possible from the bottom. You get the memo?
He turns back to the lock.
So in the meantime, take a load off. Have a coffee. Loosen up. Watch the storm through the window. You'll be seeing a lot of those out here.
Maxime extracts a thin, sharp, precision probe from behind his ear and dangles it in front of you.
Though there's another way. You want to learn something about picking locks? It's a useful skill in all sorts of situations.
He looks at you expectantly. Penkovsky shrugs.
Pick this lock specifically as much as you like. But in general, yes, it can be illegal if you try to get in where you shouldn't be, or open other people's lockers. No one will get upset if you touch an ownerless door.
Happy that you'd like to learn how to pick.
The blues getting excited.
All right, looky here.
Penkovsky presses his pick lock, and an odd device resembling a hybrid of a screwdriver and a can opener into your hand.
Using a mechanical pick lock is easy peasy. No special skill required. They wear out after a few locks. While the old-fashioned kind is another thing entirely. Cheap, one use. But one has to know how to use it right. That's a tool for a master.
Maxime takes out another pick lock and crouches by the door. He gives you a quick lesson on how to pick a lock.
By the way, you can carry your tools in your belt. It's much handier to have them right there.
Penkovsky shows you his utility belt, where he keeps all kinds of tools and gadgets.
Yeah, let's continue.
Actually, finding tools under the dome is no problem at all. There are even devices for hacking terminals and so on.
Maxime hoists up his belt. The blue solemnly raises his index finger.
And one more thing. Always use brand name stuff if you can. Groovy produces good kits. Modus and Supercolor do too. They've all got fat contracts with Cronus, so they care about quality.
He looks at the door again.
Damn these locks. Though I'd rather be doing this than fixing half pods. Those are a real pain in the ass.
The had pods.
Penkovsky gives you a patronizing look.
Because they're poorly made. Warped from the heat, and the filters aren't worth a damn. The modules were constructed by marketing managers, not engineers. Building a city in the desert was also their idea. This project is all about PR. Cronus wants to show the world how tough they are.
Okay, leave. That's it. And can we do anything else? Janitor Gear.
Repeat. Get a lockpick and attach it to your utility belt.
Get me mop. And desinfectant. Bleh.
And then, apply it to the door.
But we don't have a utility belt. To be honest. The gun here. Electrical. Pat. I don't have belt.
Yes, apply is the proper word.
It. Search. Wait, if we're gonna search, nobody gonna attack us here? Cigarettes? Okay, cool. Can steal things. Nothing to worry. Can't go there. Gonna have this guy here.
Maynard puts his glasses on again.
You again? Pretty sure you
Jesus,
got
I'm
your
dying.
uniform already. Anything else I can do for you?
Oh, you can ask why you don't have gloves and helmet.
The silver assumes a serious expression.
There's nothing I can do about that. It's a result of the recent cost optimization order. Luckily, you can purchase these items from me. At market price, but yeah.
Sidney
Okay.
scribbles something in his logbook.
Please come back anytime if you need something.
Can sell shit. Like these things. Now we'll be able to buy a belt. Also, we can sell mop. Definitely. Belt. Okay. I see like how this works. It works kind of cool. So, yes. We are happy. We are happy. Now put the bolt. Put the lockpick. No, I can't. Well, features the maximum ratio compartment capacity surface area, yet you should not forget what's stored. Pockets. Tools. Wait a minute. Topic at the bolt. Oh! 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 I'm idiot! Nani? I'm idiot. I didn't have to buy the belt. It was this belt.
Get a lockpick and attach it to your utility belt. And then, apply it to the door. Yes, apply is the proper word. You're doing great. All right, off you go. I'll keep working on this lock because of that orange. Hey-oh.
Be honest.
Listen to this information, useful for all wings, and receive a colorful leaflet.
Examine. Alright, okay. We have to number 4 right now. Game makes it easy for you to find places because there's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's somewhere will be 5.
Attention, please handle relics carefully. In case of
Somewhere. Can I find it? Oh, here.
An amazing excursion to...
Of course. Let's speak with this Winston. But first, I'm gonna check for good items. Soap. Don't drop the soap. Never. Piece of cloth. Okay. Thank you. Great. Talk with people now. There. Table. Winston, come on.
A middle-aged black is sitting behind the counter with his hands in his lap. The buttons and zippers on his uniform are polished to a shine, and even his badge, Winston Botherby, Instructor, has been buffed so much it hurts to look at it. Botherby frowns as you approach.
Your first act is being late for the briefing. You going to be late for your funeral as well?
Oh ho ho. You're a tough boy, huh? You wanna fight with me, huh? So, that you wish to receive military training.
The black looks you over.
Yes, I see the weapon received check mark. Looks like you are fully prepared to disappoint me. You are prepared, right, employee?
Yes, yes.
Botherby leans over the counter and directs you to the doors.
Behind this door is a combat simulation computer. Launch it and begin your course.
He raises his index finger.
The conditions in the training zone closely simulate those one would experience in the field. Your goal is to avoid getting lost and dying of dehydration. And try to aim the barrel away from yourself when shooting.
Pulling a notepad from his pocket, the instructor jots down your name.
Your goal is to hit 3 targets. I'm going to monitor you and advise as necessary. And try not to burst into tears. That's all.
Shout, sir, yes sir, and leave. You know? Enter Alpha to the Alpha Squad hologram. Okay, Sherman system, proceed to training zone. What's supposed to do? They're coming to me. They're shooting at me. Oh. Oh. Let's go here. Let me use the cover. I would like to, but not enough action point. Okay. Defense. Attacks me. Oh, we get the cover. Good. Good. Now we're stop playing. This is like what I like. Now move here. Grab this cover. Not in the firing lane. And amazing. Let's speak with that shit here. Winston.
Well?
Not and hide your weapon. Like, go to hell! You never do it again, alright? Winston was obviously relieved.
Botherby nods grandly.
You made it through training without making a total fool of yourself. Congratulations. I'll send a report up the chain about your completely unanticipated success. You're dismissed.
I think it's kind of like a little bit of XCOM system. Go here. Game is saved. Checkpoint. Ooh. Coffee is You can. No, no. You know what? I'm gonna go to my number 5. Then search for more items. Then sell unnecessary items. Then rich. What the frick is that? That insect. Oh my god. Let's speak with Sebastian.
You see a tall scientist in a white lab coat, bathed in the dim lamplight. He almost appears to be hovering above the laboratory floor. The man turns at your footsteps. He's holding a paper clipboard and a pencil. His shimmering silver badge reads Sebastian Van Olden. He glances from you to the glittering watch on his wrist.
I want us to respect one another's time. Please speak loudly, clearly, and to the point. You must be the newcomer I was told about. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Joe.
Finished with his unusual greeting, he offers you his thin hand.
Greet he and say you are here for briefing. Give the greeting. Oh. Farewell. Ah. Yeah, let's be nice. Let's be nice.
The clipboard aside, raises his watch for
Always be a good people. Good people, remember? Be a good person. So puts the clipboard aside, raises watch for a look and set time. Okay, whatever.
According to the rules of this briefing, I have to touch on a large number of topics. Therefore, I will do so very briefly. Do not interrupt me. When I'm finished, I'll answer your questions. Within regulations, of course.
Sebastian produces his handheld and clicks some buttons.
I checked your scanner. It's working and is connected to the Minerva database. Everything you scan will earn you Kronos or Forefathers knowledge points.
The instructor watches you with displeasure.
Are you listening? Scan everything that might be of scientific interest. First of all, anomalies. They could be dangerous. Make sure to always have medication with you.
He places a canvas pouch in your hand.
This pouch is full of bolts. You can temporarily discharge an anomaly by throwing a bolt into it. It's primitive, but reliable.
Yeah, like Stalker.
Van Olden pushes a button on his stopwatch.
So, my oral briefing fell within the allotted span of time. Any questions you want to ask me?
On the Minerva databases.
Sebastian snorts skeptically.
Oh, great. You're even ignorant of the basics. Minerva is a mainframe located at Magellan Base, where you'll be going soon, by the way.
It's not nice.
Stores the database containing every piece of information about the Dome and the company's employees. It is thanks to this scanning that the database is constantly updated. Are you ready for the second part of the briefing, or do you have any more questions?
Okay, let's go to the second part.
The instructor looks at his chronometer again. The scientist glances at his watch again.
You're within the time limit for questions. The next step is training in the artificial ecozone.
He rests one finger on the button in preparation to start the timer.
You're going to go downstairs and scan relics. I will be monitoring your progress. Please note there are several radioactive anomalies in the ecozone. These are the same conditions you'll be working in the field. Radioactive zones and relics are quite common under the Dome.
He smoothly extracts a jar of yellow pills from his pocket.
Here's your Arad 3. And one more thing. Just a moment.
Okay. Faster! Faster! Bolts here or what? You're gonna jump there? You'll die? What am I supposed to do? George Zarins? Oh, oh. Of course.
For decontamination to end.
Van Olden gestures back at the ecozone.
You haven't completed scanning everything yet. Finish the task first.
I'm supposed to scan. Oh, this is a medkit. For free. Thank you. Okay, I have to go down there, but throw bolts on it. Wait a minute though. Bolt throwing bolt.
Be careful around the anomalies. Touch one of them and you'll be injured. Toss a bolt at the anomaly to discharge it.
What? The option to just come closer to things. Not. Let's try. Fuck the thing. Oh, I can go here.
Don't touch the relics with your hands, employee. Use your scanner. Radiation sickness will not add to your knowledge.
Am I supposed to? Oh. Done.
Journal entry. A successful scanning attempt. You're doing all right so far. Go ahead. I'll keep an eye on you and make sure you don't screw it up. Journal entry. 2 objects scanned. And again, watch out for anomalies. Touch one and you'll be injured. Toss a bolt at the anomaly to discharge it.
No. Can be smarter. Just can go this direction and avoid everything. And that's it. I don't have to throw any bolts. We are so good. We are so good in this game.
Sebastian meets you on the platform.
Your finishing time is within the acceptable range.
He clicks the stopwatch button, fixing the result time. The scientist turns back to his notes.
Not bad. One question. You observed several anomalies while scanning. Why do you think they appeared?
Oh, we can only use a blue ink.
The scientist assumes a superior expression.
I knew you'd come up with something like that. I see you understand nothing about the nature of anomalies. So let me add a couple of points.
He glances at the shimmering blue light in the eco-zone.
The truth is, we don't know the precise reason for these phenomenon either. We actually know nothing, no matter how much we try to convince ourselves otherwise.
Sebastian points a thin finger at the clustered lightning.
I personally believe that the anomalies are the dome's security mechanism. The ones you saw are relatively harmless, but there are different anomalies in the desert, phenomenon that toy with the human mind.
Van Olden clasps his hands behind his back.
I know you don't care, but I'll say it anyway. Scientists today are required to be wonder workers who can heal cancer with a wave of their hand and solve the secrets of the universe during their coffee break. For some reason, no one wants to understand that fundamental science is always an investment in the future. It produces no answers here and now.
Tough.
The White's gaze strays back to his clipboard.
If something terrible happens under the dome one day, and I'm sure it will, science will protect no one. That is all. Off you go.
That's it?
Please stand by for
No!
decontamination.
Don't leave
to
me!
end.
I wanna go!
Welcome under the dome, an amazing excursion to a world of new technology and the riddles of an ancient civilization. Listen to this Oh, good day.
Let's see her reverse. She's carrying a stack of glossy leaflets under her arm. The other stack of leaflets are bonuses on you. Welcome to the dome. I have some information for our technical department employees. Okay. Let's see ya. Goddess, in 5 minutes of your precious time, and I will tell you about the remarkable career opportunities and breathtaking perspective awaiting you under the dome. Don't throw me down. That's important. Agree to listen. Agree. Push it off. Oh, this is the best option. Get back up. Agree. Great. Take a seat, please. I will tell you how Chrono will change your life, definitely. To a nightmare. Exploring the dome, a mission of massive complexity, and its success depends on the technicians, engineers, and programmers of Blue Wings. We're happy to welcome you under the dome. You will find the best equipment from the best suppliers, modern vehicles, advanced telecommunications network, and the latest computers to aid you in your work with advanced technology. We also provide each employee with a portable computer. Thank you. If you have enduring mentality and are fond of solving complex problems, Blue Wings will be paradise for you. Snooker and beer on Fridays. Thank you for choosing Blue Wing. Okay. Thank you for the space to say that her speech was both incredibly useful and inspiring. Her speech is nothing but stupid and cheap. No, we don't be like that. No, never be like that. Let's be nice. I'm glad you like it. Glad people don't say how important this stuff is. No worry. How you pick up girls. If you're honest. Interesting is pitch, maybe you'd like to look through the leaflet, the dome as your new home, an exciting road for your entire family. Techno leaflet. Why not? You take a glossy leaflet with a colorful picture on the cover, white and pink houses, palm trees, and luxurious cars. You can't actually find all these things on the dome through the picture is beautiful. Yes. Instant leaflet is in the pad. First of all, more. How about a few more for your friends? No? Well, alright. Okay.
Hope to see you again soon.
So, my quest. Take my quests. Oh, okay. We did this. Succeed, okay. Completed combat training. The course is completed. Head to the waiting area where the bus will take you to the Megalon station. Pick them up. They are here. Never mind. Pass or something?
Employee, please come here. There's an urgent task for you.
No. Inactive sterile relic. Get me that. And also report on stolen relics. Get me that. Thank you. Very good. Search for gear. Mop. Amazing. Always wanted to collect mops. That. Better than nothing. There's a Quentin Bisley. Okay. First extinguisher. Press your selectron against the access point, which responds with a hostile buzz. Your selectron has been temporarily suspended. Says a crackling loudspeaker. What
I'm
the
listening.
Heck? Is clean and careful. Press of the voice. Badge on his board chest. Adolf Schmitz, head of security. Schmitz is studying you back. Disapprovingly seems. Wipes a bit of lint off your shoulder and adjust the collar of your jumpsuit. Uniform could use a wash badly. I get it completely new. I'm Adolf Schmitz. And it's dirty already. I'm Adolf Schmitz, head of security service. You were sent to Magellan, but there was a change of circumstances. The black nods toward the door behind him. I have an urgent order for you. Your help is needed at a nearby object. Mr. Kingsley is waiting right now. Give you an assignment. He will tell you everything himself. Oh. Adolf, step aside, glancing down at your boots. Takes his hand. Blowing, ask why he needs. but another blue that arrived with you. It's a small notebook from this pocket and quickly thumb through it. One moment, it's all in here. Right. Colleague's name, Igor Potanin, says he doesn't speak English. Furthermore, his specialization is architecture. I doubt the problem at the Nashville has anything to do with the architecture. Okay, agreed. Okay. Okay. Come in, please. The video phone is on the wall over here. Yuki Tetsunai, okay. He was with us. Telephone terminal. Okay.
The giant display glows welcomingly when you approach. A red light comes on under the screen's steel hood. The camera is switched on.
Hey.
A gray old man with high cheekbones appears and squints out at you from the screen.
Do you copy?
Yes.
He leans close to the camera, his glasses glittering.
My name is Martin Kingsley. I'm Chief Officer of Magellan Base. We were supposed to meet in person, but unforeseen circumstances prevented that. One moment. I'll grab your file.
Wait a minute. Okay.
He reaches for something out of view and produces a thin folder with your name on the cover. Apparently, your file. Kingsley opens the folder to thumb through the pages. He marks one of the pages with a pencil.
Well, well. So you're in Blue Wing. A solid choice. Does it run in the family? Or did the role attract you for some other reason?
I was the stripper, and I choose to be mechanic. Actually, he guessed right. Carrying on family tradition. Likely tinkering with machinery. Answer that you entered the dome to help advance the arms industry. Let's be through the family. Family is more important.
His gaze grows a little bit warmer.
I know well what that feels like.
He quickly jots something down in your records. Kingsley closes the file and folds his hands in front of him.
Thank you for your reply. I learned a little more about you. Now I want you to learn a little bit more about us. Keep in mind, this is not a rehearsed speech.
Okay.
He assumes a serious expression.
When the dome was discovered in 1971, it became a scientific and media sensation, a worldwide phenomenon, and likely the most significant discovery in the history of mankind.
Kingsley drums his fingers on the unseen desk, his gaze focused somewhere beyond.
I see. You were enticed here by radio advertising, telefilms, and all those interviews, billboards at every turn. Cronus wants the world to see the dome as a stage where something merry and fascinating is going on. But now that you're actually here, I want you to see the real picture.
Okay, thank you.
You can't make out his eyes behind the glare on his spectacles, but he seems to be staring directly at you.
Here's the truth. Nobody was waiting for us inside the dome. It's neither a treasury of technologies nor a cemetery of the ancients. Perhaps what we're doing now is defusing the world's most complicated bomb. Will our mission thrive? I believe so. If we work together and everybody does their part.
He looks back at your file.
I say, do what must be done. Because that's what the concept of the 5 wings is all about.
Kingsley points at the camera.
You're from Blue Wing. You're looking at the world's most complicated infrastructure, and that complexity keeps growing. Your duties are not limited to maintenance and service. You'll be keeping up the image of the world in its accustomed form. Without hot water and electricity, people will revert to beasts in an astonishingly short order, though it might seem that.
Putting the folder aside, he sits back and stares at you in silence. It gets so quiet that the ticking of a clock can be heard through the speakers. Kingsley sighs quietly.
You were probably waiting for some boilerplate welcome speech, but I prefer to talk about real-world problems. Glad to meet you.
Say that you are. Say that. So are you. Ripley smirk. No, let's be nice. I'm a nice guy.
I apologize
Trust
once
me.
again for this long-distance meeting. Now, as we don't have much time, I'd like to get to the point. I'm sure you're curious why you were taking off the bus to Magellan and brought here instead.
He moves closer to the camera.
I'm going to show you a short video. Please pay attention.
Kingsley's face freezes on screen.
I have an urgent mission for an employee of your background and qualifications. I'd have assigned someone from Magellan, but I'm short on personnel. That's why it has to be a newcomer. I apologize again for the rush, but it seems I have no choice.
Martin noisily clears his throat.
Maybe you've heard about Nashville Base. While preparing the materials for this mission, I came across a short documentary film about the complex. I think you should watch it.
The speakers produce a hollow click. Purple, gray, and black spots flicker on the screen. A blurred title, The Cronus Archive 1971 to 1974, was used in the production of this recording, appears at the bottom.
Okay. Watch on.
The shadow of an airplane flies across a faded yellow desert. A cheery voice fills the room. Every day, our researchers uncover more and more of the dome's secrets. There is no doubt the underground structures, so-called objects, are organized according to some pattern. Though early on, the importance of the relics to scientific research was considered insignificant. The desert dims into the black of a chalkboard. White lines drawn by an invisible hand begin to sketch a schematic of the dome. The narrator continues. By 1972, however, many important discoveries had come to light in a period of only a few months, and the construction of stationary research bases adjacent to the more promising objects began. Personnel moved into Ankara in May of 1972, and within half a year, Boston and Dessau were also brought into service, though the biggest discovery was yet to come. The picture changes to a chasm suffused with electric light, people bustling about everywhere. The speaker's voice seems to come from a distance. In November of 1973, a massive network of underground caves and a structure of hitherto unseen complexity was discovered in Sector C-12. Soon afterwards, the construction of C-12 Nashville began. The camera glides through dim caverns as the silhouettes of bizarre mechanisms emerge. Metal structures loom up from the dark, surrounded by earth-moving machines and exhausted miners wearing orange jumpsuits. The speaker continues. C-12 Nashville is an innovative research complex located atop the primary relic mining location. The complexity of this object is unique. Communications. The film abruptly cuts out, and Kingsley's face reappears.
The rest of this information is classified. Hopefully you get the main idea. Nashville is a very special place, requiring people with both special qualifications and special clearance level, though yours will do for your task.
Ask what your task is. It's important, because I don't know.
Martin adjusts his glasses.
So, the task. Nashville Base stopped transmitting and receiving signals yesterday evening. A reconnaissance group was sent out earlier today, but we haven't heard anything from them yet either.
The chief officer rubs his forehead.
Normally, I would never give this task to a newcomer like yourself, but I just don't have enough people.
He looks down at the documents again.
Furthermore, the group was lacking someone with your specialization. The communication problem appears to be more severe than I thought. Nashville's technicians could use another Blue Winger's help.
Kingsley is looking into the camera once more.
Your task is to get to Nashville, figure out whatever's behind the communication problem, get in touch with the group, and work with them to solve the problem.
The chief officer carefully returns the documents to the folder. You notice his hands tremble slightly.
Go downstairs. The truck must be waiting for you in storage. This task is urgent. but a small delay is acceptable if there's anything you need to settle here first. That is all. Any questions?
Yeah, we're ready to go. We'll start it.
Kingsley's hand reaches toward the camera.
Great to hear. Take care of yourself. I'll talk.
Okay. Go. To be honest, there is too much of reading, so I'm not able to speak too much. A personal teleporter. Give me that shit. For free. Locked, okay. Can use that. Wait, blocked. That? On the horn. No. We can wait. Can drive the cars, but not this one at least. Not for now. Practical equipment. For crafting, I suppose. Anyway, can we scan something? I forgot that we can scan, and of course I'm not doing it. I'm idiot. We have to scan everything that we can. What things to scan? There's this insect here. I would like to scan, for sure. Polymetallic ore. Ore parts. Now scan this shit. Giant cockroach? The fuck is this shit? What am I supposed to do? With desert dust and it is still burning hot. Like the car has come a long way before it got here. When you put your hand on the cockpit, an almost incredible noise, rustle of the ocean fills your head. I'm sorry. Slightly tingling sensation occurs on the tips of the finger, as a form of weak current. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Get a level. I have the plus icon here. Yes, we get skill points. Aha. Okay. Okay, but what I'm supposed to do? I would like to know. Previous way, no. I would like to know. Alt button. Main quest. Packet quests. Series of strange events. Okay. My story. My story. A series of strange events. Okay. Let's complete it. Okay, we completed the quest. So now we should go with what? We have this one. Okay. Garage door. Adolf Schmidt. Let's choose garage door. Went out. We have to go this one. Orange Clover tractor truck is waiting at the gate 3. The vehicle number has been scrubbed off by the desert, wind, and sand. Must be transported against this spoke off. Driver's side door is half open. Young woman sitting sideways in the driver's seat. Legs hanging out.
Glad to meet you.
Oh, he offers her hand. I'm Clara Morgan, and you are the novice going to Nashville, right? What's your name? How do you feel? You mind us if I smoke in the car? No, I don't have a problem. Ask Clara what she knows about C12 Nashville. It's a miracle of the Lord. A lot of rare relics have been coming out of Nashville recently. It's like modern El Dorado. You know what El Dorado is? Don't you? El Dorado is fiction. I said you're ready to start the mission. Climb up to say that you need to tighten a couple of things. Now, okay, let's go. Climb into the cabin. A plank, you're sat down in the passenger seat. The track seems bigger on the side. On the inside, a wooden rosary is hanging from the driver's mirror. The radio murmurs quietly. Lean back in your chair. Are we going then? Should probably go now. The roads are bad, very little asphalt, dirty tracks mostly. God willing, we'll get there before the storm hits. Mind if I turn the radio up a bit? Like music, blues, gospel? I, for instance, like... He likes to speak. Can't make it exactly what player likes. The roar of danger smoothly the rest of the hair sentence and the truck launches into motion. We're going. Just the beginning with the achievement. Whoa, the map is kinda big. Today, there are more than a dozen gas stations, but the Kronos management expecting to bring their numbers to 50 by 1975.
The highway leading to C-12 Nashville is blocked by an anomalous storm, and you're forced to detour over a mountain pass. Soon, the radiator boils over, and you have to stop. Clara lifts up the hood and thoroughly examines the steaming radiator.
The engine's boiling, so we'll have to wait. You do know what happens when a car boils, right? It's...
The Blue shuts her mouth abruptly and stares anxiously at the dark funnel cloud dancing on the horizon. Now that you're on higher ground, it's clear that the storm has overtaken a fairly large section of road. It will be difficult to pass.
So that she persistence ask her what you should next.
The Blue looks at the engine again.
We wait. As soon as it cools down, we'll go. This storm worries me more, but it's not an insurmountable problem. I heard there are some relics at the local gas station that protect against anomalies. You could even accidentally step on one out here, they say. Mysterious are the ways of the Lord.
Gas station.
Morgan thinks for a moment.
It's a combination cafe gas station called Roadside Picnic. Never been there myself, but there's something off about it. There are several anomalies around there and weird relics. Supposedly, machines and structures decay much faster than they should in that area. But maybe that's just a story.
Okay. Let's go.
That dust storm? Am I
Hold it
hallucinating,
here.
or is it really sort of weird?
Do you remember what the strangeness of existence is?
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save.
I mean, I didn't understand it.
Don't question yourself if this storm is strange.
And on the roof. I can go there. It's blocked. Go inside. There are people here.
Who the hell goes there? Come on in, since you're already here.
Sluggish.
A weird, scruffy old man with a matted beard is sitting in front of the checkout terminal. The badge on his blue jumpsuit is long since bleached away. The name Aaron Melville is written there in black marker. With a groan, he picks up a magnifying glass and, peering through it, begins poking at the keyboard with one knobby finger.
Okay, haha. He was playing chess.
The old man angrily sets the magnifying glass aside.
A Grandmaster? You're a piece of junk, not a Grandmaster. And a cheater to boot.
He raises his head to squint in your direction.
Eh? What do you want?
I don't advise eating here, and there's nothing to buy. And either way, we're closed.
The shopkeeper rises from his seat, and you notice he's sporting a peg where his left leg should be.
Okay.
The old man frowns and sniffles loudly.
You want to write a complaint? Go ahead.
He looks at you for a minute. When he realizes you're not going to complain, the surly expression slowly leaves his face. The angry look turns to a sad one. After a brief pause, he speaks again.
Yeah, well, I do have some problems.
The old man lowers his voice, almost to a whisper.
The oranges pick on me.
Oh.
Escapees by the look of it. They demand food, money, gas. I've got a turret at the entrance, but it doesn't do no shit. I stand in, screwed something up with the circuitry in the basement. Gotta take a look when I get a chance. But with my leg acting up, those rickety stairs just ain't my cup of tea. So here I am, sitting and playing chess, waiting for those bastards to come back.
Melville's getting grim.
Like the
again.
sound, like in background of the old hard drive computers.
But if you want to, here's the key. Go down to the basement and see if you can do something with the generator. Maybe you could get the turret to work. That'd make things easier.
Save track broke down.
The old man throws up his hand.
And go fix it. Thank you.
Then go fix it.
Melville reluctantly points a
Well,
crooked
then walk
finger
over
at the front
gas
door.
station
Go out there
basement.
and walk over to the... There's an anomaly, a tree. It's glowing. And there are some golden thingies hanging off it. We make special devices from that fruit called anomaly protectors. Should one be laying around on the floor, go grab it, then put it in the truck and bug off to... Where was it you was going to? That's where you bug off to.
The blue starts slapping the pockets on his overalls. After a little digging, he pulls out a little key on a shoelace.
Only take the device, you hear? It's company property. I should be charging you myself, as a matter of fact.
Okay. So I'm gonna save the here game. I think for now. For now, I have to stream. I don't have much time playing left, so probably gonna continue another day playing the game. It seems to be quite fun. A lot of content, so I want to discover it. Like Fallout, so there will be also a lot of reading out. Like over nearly 2 hours of streaming, like text after text. Okay, that's plenty. And it's everything like in style of the old Fallouts. So yeah, that's it. I think. You know. And for now, the end. So thank you for watching. If you are willing to play the game, go to the description. There will be a link. Thank you again for spending your time. Maybe to subscribe and the stuff. And see you later. Bye.